up, guys? Your boy Benny. Everything is fine with our elections. Everything is secure. Nothing bad has ever happened in our elections. And you should absolutely and totally stop worrying about them. It's the most secure election in our lifetime, you see. And that's the gun that is being held to my back by the New York Times. In this article, that's what they'd want me to say in their ISIS hostage video of an article here, where they come after some of the biggest YouTubers in the world, like Tucker and Tim Pool, Ben Shapiro, for saying that elections should be more secure. This is what we're saying. The reason why we're saying that is because elections are not secure. As we have elucidated on this program time and time again, there are thousands upon thousands upon thousands of cases of criminal convictions for election fraud. All the way down the line, page after page after page, every single state in America. Criminal election fraud. Now, this Times piece, it just dropped, okay? And it name drops your boy Benny. Let's scroll on down here because there's something particularly funny about this. Mr. Johnson tapped into the immigration issue on YouTube, where he has 2.5 million subs. Johnson argued in a monetized video with 157,000 views that Democrats had not closed the border because they were planning on making illegal immigrants new Democrat voters. Get a load of this. Here we go. I will highlight it for you. In fact, illegal immigrants cannot vote in our election. Look, I'll read it again. In fact, non-citizens cannot legally vote in our election. Non-citizens cannot legally vote in our election. Okay, got it. All right, here we go. Criminal charges filed after non-citizen voted in Michigan. A Chinese student who's not an American, registered to vote, voted, and now that vote will count in Michigan. And the Chinese student actually had to turn themselves in. That's the only way we even knew about this. Chinese student said, I want my ballot back. And they were like, what are you talking about? Your ballot's already counted. And now that Chinese citizen, this communist, has engaged in foreign influence meddling and literal vote rigging in our election, because that's what it is. Because what happens is this vote will count against a voter for Kamala or Trump. The vote's going to count again. It's going to make null and void someone's vote in Michigan, which is an all-important swing state. This is insanity. Look, as the New York Times is publishing a piece saying this never happens, this drops. This is directly from the Secretary of State's office, by the way, in Michigan. One felony count of making an unauthorized attempt to vote, a felony offense, and a charge of perjury for a falsified affidavit saying that they're an American citizen. How many more of these are there? What if this Chinese citizen hadn't gone on and turned themselves in? Are there 20,000 foreign nationals studying in Michigan? There's a big universities in Michigan. Can they all vote? Have they all voted? Is anybody doing anything about this? No. State of Michigan says, oh, sorry, the vote's going to count because we have no ability to go back into the system and remove their vote. Once it's been tabulated, it's all done. Isn't that nice? Isn't that amazing? Oh, it's enough to make your blood boil. I mean, truly. Check this out. Pennsylvania finds that 2,500 suspected fraudulent voter registrations in state election officials investigate. 2,500 fraudulent voter registrations. I mean, that's what happened in the state of Michigan with the Chinese national voting fraudulently. They registered to vote fraudulently and voted fraudulently. So here we go. In Lancaster County, 2,500 suspected fraudulent voter registration applicants were dropped off at the office all at the same time. Some had fraudulent names, suspicious handwriting, questionable signatures, incorrect addresses, and problematic details. Two other Pennsylvania county received similar applications and were notified to check in on them. It appears to be an organized effort at this point, says Adams. But of course, it's an ongoing investigation. So they're finding thousands and thousands and thousands of illegal voters. You know who's also finding thousands and thousands of illegal voters is the state of Virginia. The state of Virginia had to sue the federal government for purging criminal aliens from their voter rolls. This is how bad this has gotten. So now we have foreign nationals voting in our election, confirmed. Those votes will count. States like Pennsylvania saying thousands of illegal criminal voter applications have been made. States like Virginia saying the federal government, they had to fight all the way to the Supreme Court to keep illegal criminal aliens from voting. And they're going to tell you that it's the safest election of our lifetime. No, I'm sorry. I will not tolerate a single instance of fraud. A single illegal vote is too much for me. CNN saying the quiet part out loud. Now that illegals can vote, Virginia is in play. Donald Trump may win. Remarkable. There have been real shenanigans this election cycle. Colorado Secretary of State posted spreadsheet with voting system passwords. The Colorado Secretary of State inadvertently posted a spreadsheet. Do you know it's inadvertently? You never know. With a spreadsheet with a hidden tab that included all of the voting system passwords. In a statement to 9 News, a spokesperson for the Colorado Secretary of State's office said the department is working to remedy the situation. The department took immediate action as soon as it was aware of this, but the immediate action was leaving it up for months. For months on their website. On their website had all of the voting passwords to their electronic voting systems. The passwords are needed to configure the system settings. So, that's not good. Sort of makes you scratch your head and wonder, like, what the hell exactly is happening here? We continue on to Pennsylvania. Once again, all-important state, swing state. The election riding on Pennsylvania. The chairman of the GOP saying that the RNC had to sue the state of Pennsylvania for shutting down voting early. We won the Trump campaign RNC lawsuit against Bucks County, Pennsylvania. We have now extended in-person voting through November 1st. Keep going and stay in line. What happened here? In Bucks County, which has turned red, Democrats are now using police to shut down the polls before they are legally permitted to do so. They're also using like super creepy people wandering around with lanyards saying vote protector or something. These are Democrat activists. There's no such position. We looked into it. Very, very strange times. Very, very good that the RNC is fighting this, but they can only do so much. This is the one that really caught the eye yesterday that caused a huge firestorm online. ABC mistakenly airs election result declaring Harris the winner. Mistakenly? I don't know about that, man. I don't know. I'm not going to trust anyone, really. Check this out. ABC station ignited fury of conspiracy theories after it aired what appeared to be an official election result for Pennsylvania, showing Kamala Harris easily winning the key swing state. More than a week before the election day, the shock result popped up at the bottom of the screen during Sunday's broadcast of Formula One race. It showed that Vice President capturing 52% of the vote compared to 47% for Donald Trump, with 100 precincts reporting. It caused a stir on social media, obviously. People saying the cheat is on. They said the results came on screen in error. They had been randomly generated as part of a test. Ahead of November 5th. Funny how the random generations never showed Donald Trump winning. Isn't that amazing? Those numbers should not have appeared on screen. It was by error that they did. The numbers seen on the screen were randomly generated test results sent out to help news organizations make sure their equipment is working properly in advance of election night. The numbers were not reflective of any actual vote count. Pennsylvania law does not allow mail-in ballots to be taken out of the envelopes until 7 a.m. on election day, and no votes of any kind will be counted in Pennsylvania until after the polls close at 8 p.m. We regret the error. So, wait a second. You're telling me that these numbers were sent out to news organizations? By whom? Who's sending numbers to news organizations so that they can test the results? What the hell is that? Crazy. Donald Trump says, make it too big to rig, man. Never been more important. Here we go. You can see it here. ABC accidentally aired the election results of Harris winning Pennsylvania by 5%. They're not even hiding what they're doing now. Everybody is saying accidentally. That's right. Accidentally, of course. This is exactly why everyone needs to go vote. Make it too big to rig. That's exactly right. It's not meant to depress you, but it is meant to show you that there are, to talk about the shenanigans. ABC accidentally posted, again, all stations do these tests, and a few accidentally post them. Kind of amazing how all the tests always show Donald Trump losing. Bad actors are trying to run a massive psyops against Trump voters to demoralize us. They're going to pull every trick in the book. Do not be turned off. This is part of the process. Somehow they displayed it on screen. I don't buy it. Is this supposed to be like some type of psyop to deter you? Ask yourself why ABC put up the results showing a Kamala victory. They called it a test. I mean, there's no polling that shows this. No polling shows Kamala up 5%. All the polling shows Donald Trump up. So, if you want these results to be believable, hot damn, you guys better pray for a freaking miracle. You better have a genie in a bottle somewhere. But either way, it did in fact happen, and there are major shenanigans going on in Pennsylvania. Thankfully, the GOP is fighting back, as Donald Trump showing very, very strong performances, and that he is winning. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to win. We want to win so badly. I can feel it in my bones. All we need to do is vote. If every Trump supporter turns into a Trump voter, we win quickly and easily on election night. Let's make that happen. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya.